Hi, Maria here. Welcome to my channel. Today, I want to share with you 3 amazing florals that work for spring. But before I get started, if you haven't subscribed, just go ahead and hit that button. Join the Weird and Wonderful family. It would be amazing to have you part of the community, and let's get into this. First, I just want to thank Julia's Perfumes for sponsoring this video. So they reached out to me and they wanted to partner with me once a month for a while where I bring a few of their fragrances forward. I was actually really excited about this because my experience with Juliana's Perfumes is that they're just really excellent quality fragrances. So I've tried a few of them and just really enjoy the quality, the longevity, all of that. So I was excited to bring them to you as a great option for dupes if you're interested. Juliana's Perfumes is an American company that works with perfumers from Paris and Barcelona to bring you some excellent inspired versions of some of the most popular niche fragrances that are out there. Now, the other thing that's amazing about them is they're 100% vegan. They never test on animals, and they're free from any sort of ingredient that would contribute to deforestation. So they're really big on being ethical, ethically sourced, all of that kind of stuff, which I always really appreciate. So in the past, Juliana's Perfumes has just had 50 ml bottles. They're currently switching things over, so they're going to have 10 ml options, which is what I'm going to share with you today. You can buy 1 10 ml of a fragrance that you love, or you can bundle them together to get a better deal. And they're also working on creating 40 ml bottles as well. The other thing I love is I think all of the fragrances are extrait de parfum, and that's what I found. The longevity on them is amazing. So the 10 mls, they just look like this, like a regular travel spray. Really nice atomizer on them. I'll show you. Look at that. I love it. So excellent atomizer and extrait de parfum. So the first fragrance I want to share with you is called Bliss, and this is their inspired version of Meliora. Now, Meliora happens to be one of my favorite Parfum de Marly fragrances. Actually, I just love a lot of the Parfum de Marlys, but Meliora is one of my favorites. I love that green bottle, so gorgeous, but I love the juice inside. So this one is very similar. Now, you know that I'm very hard on dupe companies, and it's rare that I will smell a fragrance and go, oh, this is a complete and total dupe. So I would not say that Bliss is a complete and total dupe. I think it's a little less sweet than Meliora. It's been a while since I've smelt Meliora, but it's a little less sweet and it's a little bit more green. This has black currant, red berries, and cassis in the opening. Definitely get that mouth-watering black currant feel. Black currant is one of my favorite notes in fragrance. It has rose, lily of the valley, and ylang ylang in the mid, and then the base is musk and vanilla. The longevity on this fragrance is fantastic. I'm really happy to have this. So sometimes you get an inspired version and you're really disappointed. This one isn't so different that I would go, oh, when I got it. You know what I mean? So really love this. Very happy to have it in my collection. Perfect for spring. I definitely get rose and ylang ylang, but that black currant is what really stands out. It's not too sweet, really refreshing, slightly watery. I find this to be a whimsical fragrance. Love it. The next 10 ml from Juliana's Perfumes that I have is called Beautiful Belle, and it is their inspired version of Dama Bianca. Oh my goodness. I love this. To be honest, I think I've smelt Dama Bianca. I've definitely smelt dupes, you know, different ones that say that they're similar, like Janoon Noir, things like that. This is so freaking gorgeous. I love it. Bliss, I really enjoy, but this one, I want a full bottle for sure. It's so delicious. So it has kumquat and lime in the opening. It has iris, violet, lilac, Egyptian pear, lily of the valley in the mid, and then base is vanilla, malt, ambrette, white musk, and sandalwood. I definitely get a sweet yet powdery feel from this fragrance. Kind of reminds me of powdered sugar somehow, with a little bit of juiciness in there, which must come from the kumquat, lime, and pear. I love this fragrance. Like, it's so good. It's juicy, it's vibrant, it's feminine, it's alluring, it's slightly sensual, but definitely you could wear it during the day. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. The longevity is amazing. The projection is amazing. It's fantastic. Like seriously, fantastic. Like I'm so happy to have this one. Now, just so you know, I like all of these because I tried, like I sampled a ton of the fragrances and I chose the ones that I loved. So just so you know, it's not like I'm just talking these up. I smelt a bunch of samples and chose the ones specifically that I really enjoy. The next one is The Village, and this is inspired by Greenwich Village by Bond Number 9. I love Greenwich Village, so I was so excited to try this one. Now, I do have a sample of Greenwich Village, and the two of them are very, very similar, like so similar, I couldn't even pick them apart. So there's other ones that I have that I've smelt, and I'm like, oh, well, this and this and this, and there's slight differences. For The Village, I honestly could not really tell the difference. Like I literally can't. I can't pick out one thing that I would say was really different. So this is the closest likeness that I've seen actually in any inspired fragrance. Like usually I find something, but this one was really freaking close. So it has lychee, cassis, and mandarin in the opening. The middle is peony, water lily, and jasmine. And the base is praline, vanilla, ambroxan, musk, and oak moss. Now, again, extrait de parfum, so the longevity on this is just stellar. I think what I would say about this one is that Greenwich Village and Tribeca by Bond Number 9 both have a bit of a Baccarat Rouge 540 DNA. Same thing with The Village. So it's got a Baccarat Rouge 540 feel, but it gives me that sweetness, that airiness, but this one has some juicy components. It's got a little bit of green, and it's literally perfect for spring. It's like a fresh version of BR 540 with some juiciness in there and a little hint of green. Like seriously, it's a fun fragrance. Perfect for spring and summer. Definitely feels bright, juicy, fun, but enough sweetness and enough sophistication. Like there's a lot going on in this. So it's definitely an interesting, fun wear. So really, really enjoy it. So currently they have bundled these three together on the Juliana's website, and it's called Maria's Spring Faves. So you can get these three travel sprays together for $45 if you're interested. So I'll have everything linked down below. Please feel free to check it out. But for spring, these are amazing. The first perfect floral for spring is L'Interdit by Givenchy. This to me is the epitome of spring. You could wear this winter and fall too. Summer, it gets a little bit heavy, but it is so delicious and jubilant. It feels kind of warm. The floral that is definitely showcased in here is tuberose. It also has orange blossom and jasmine sambac, but really you're getting that delicious kind of bubblegum tuberose that's so popular. This is quite rich. It's got some pear in there, and that adds to the richness. It's got a little bit of bergamot that keeps it a little bit fresher. This has patchouli, vanilla, ambroxan, and vetiver as well. So definitely it's a little bit thicker. It feels a little bit syrupy. It smells like a nectar. Very juicy, very syrupy, very sweet and smooth feeling. Very classy and sophisticated, but quite intoxicating. So although you could wear this during the day, this is a fragrance that certainly can take you into the evening as well, because it's intoxicating and sensual enough that it would definitely work as a date night fragrance. The one thing that I have noticed, to my shock, because, you know, for so long, florals to me, they seem a little bit mature or grown up and not necessarily sexy. I've never thought of florals as sexy, but I know that men really, really enjoy florals. So, you know, even thinking about my dad, the fragrances that he gets the most excited about are the ones that are really quite floral. So this gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance, like I love it. I'm so glad I have it in my collection. The next floral fragrance that's so perfect for spring is Love at First Sight. And what this showcases is lilac. I never thought I would be into lilac until I smelt this. This is so absolutely stunning. In fact, out of all of these fragrances, this is the most wow factor one of them all. I think that this is a masterpiece. I've smelt a lot of lilac fragrances and I find that they're a little too heady feeling. Purple flowers can be a bit challenging. This is so spectacular. Along with the lilac, this has passion fruit, acacia, and ambroxan. I get the passion fruit or some sort of tropical fruit, so it's an interesting pairing. And what it does is it just kind of takes the edge off of the headiness of the purple floral. So you get that sweet lilac, which is definitely present, but then there's a bit of juicy, sweet greenness that comes from the passion fruit that's just absolutely mouth-watering. So it feels like you're smelling passion fruit and lilac on the air mixing together. It never gets too thick. It actually feels to me almost lace-like, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's just absolutely gorgeous. This is another fragrance that I think of as otherworldly. I've mentioned that before. This and then Meliora or Bliss are my otherworldly fragrances. So they feel whimsical slightly. This one to me evokes emotion somehow. It smells like a beautiful kind of spring day when the lilacs have blossomed. You're walking, you can smell it on the air. You see the trees blowing. You hear the birds singing. Very, very enchanting fragrance. It's daytime appropriate, very, very feminine. To me, when I smell this, I think of going to a bridal shower or some sort of beautiful brunch or some sort of ladies thing. You've got a beautiful kind of flowing mid-length dress with high heels and a hat on. That's the feel I get from this fragrance. So love this fragrance. It's somehow opulent to me, very feminine, very alluring and whimsical. Love it. The last one has been around for quite a long time, but as far as florals are concerned for spring, I just think it's fantastic. And that is Lancome's La Vie est Belle L'Eclat. Now this is the Eau de Parfum version. I think there's an Eau de Toilette in this one. Now, when I first smell this, I get this burst of fruitiness, but it's not actually fruit, it's citrus. So it has mandarin and bergamot in the opening. I don't know, it just smells like juicy fruit somehow. This also has freesia. The mid of this fragrance is orange blossom, white flowers, iris, and jasmine sambac. Now, the star player of this is definitely the orange blossom, but I do get that iris and violet as well. It creates a little bit of a powdery feel to this, but the orange blossom definitely is present. And it's a very sweet orange blossom. It doesn't smell sharp at all, but very, very sweet. The base is vanilla, sandalwood, and patchouli. And you definitely get the patchouli. So it is definitely that La Vie est Belle flanker with that patchouli and vanilla in there. But this is a fresher, brighter, more floral version to me of the original La Vie est Belle. So if you're a La Vie est Belle fan, but you find La Vie est Belle to be a little bit too much in the spring and summer, this is a great option for you. And I do love that powdery orange blossom feel. This to me is the most appropriate for daytime. You could wear it to the office. It's just a great easy reach floral for sure. I'd say it's a little bit sparkling somehow, or effervescent in a way. Really, really great fragrance, projects amazing, lasts a decent amount of time on the skin, not like La Vie est Belle. Like it's not going to give you 10 hours, but it's going to give you at least 6 to 7 really great hours of wear. And that is it. I love all these fragrances. I'm so happy actually to have these ones from Juliana's, and I can see wearing them a ton. I've actually worn them quite a lot already, but really, really enjoy these. Go check out the site. I'll have everything linked down below for you. And let me know if you've tried any of these fragrances. Let me know if you've tried any of Juliana's perfumes and what you think. Please feel free to leave it in the comments. And other than that, I hope you have an amazing week, and we'll talk to you soon.